She was accused of involvement in a $32 million US COVID relief fraud scheme, failed to appear in federal court, and allegedly escaped to Jamaica. Now, after reportedly living under a false identity, Elaine Angene Escoe has been captured and returned to the United States. A Jamaican woman accused of helping to orchestrate a massive fraud involving more than $32 million in American COVID-19 relief funds has been captured in Jamaica and returned to the United States to face federal charges. Elaine Angene Escoe, 41, had been listed among the FBI's most wanted fraudsters after allegedly failing to attend a scheduled court appearance in South Florida and fleeing to Jamaica. According to U.S. authorities, she was eventually located after the FBI received a tip and developed information that was passed to Jamaican law enforcement officials. FBI Director Kash Patel said Escoe had been living in Jamaica under the false identity Harley Newman. She was captured by Jamaican authorities and returned to South Florida on July 25, 2026, through a coordinated international operation. The U.S. Department of Justice described her as the final outstanding defendant charged in the alleged scheme. Escoe was indicted in the Southern District of Florida in 2025. The charges against her include conspiracy to commit wire fraud, conspiracy to commit money laundering, multiple counts of wire fraud, concealment, money laundering, and transactional money laundering. A federal arrest warrant was issued on May 22, 2025. The FBI says Escoe had been notified of a court appearance scheduled for June 5th but failed to attend. She was last seen in Palm Beach County, Florida on June 3rd. Federal authorities subsequently alleged that she fled to Jamaica. Her disappearance triggered a search that eventually resulted in her placement on the FBI's newly established most wanted fraudster list. A reward of up to $150,000 had been offered for information leading to her arrest and conviction. The FBI says information supplied through a tip assisted investigators in tracing her to Jamaica. U.S. authorities have not publicly disclosed where on the island she was found, how long she had been at the location, or the circumstances under which she allegedly obtained the Harley Newman identity. The prosecution's case extends well beyond a single loan application. According to court records cited by the Justice Department, Escoe and 5 alleged co-conspirators submitted or caused others to submit more than 90 fraudulent applications between May 2020 and November 2021. The applications targeted 4 programs established or expanded to help businesses survive the economic disruption caused by the pandemic. They include the Paycheck Protection Program, or PPP, Economic Injury Disaster Loans, the Restaurant Revitalization Fund, and the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant Program. Investigators allege that the applications contain false information about the existence and operations of businesses, employee numbers, payroll expenses, and company revenues. The alleged conspirators are also accused of creating false tax documents, fabricated bank records, and other misleading financial material to support the applications. Those records were allegedly submitted to the lenders and federal program administrators responsible for approving the loans and grants. Some applications reportedly involve businesses controlled by members of the alleged conspiracy. Others were allegedly submitted for third parties in exchange for kickbacks that, in some cases, reach as much as 50% of the money received. The FBI's wanted notice previously stated that the alleged operation led to the disbursement of approximately $29.1 million in PPP funds, $1.2 million from the Restaurant Revitalization Fund, and $3.8 million from the Shuttered Venue Operators Grant Program. After the money was released, prosecutors alleged that the funds were transferred among the defendants and businesses under their control. Large amounts were allegedly withdrawn in cash, while blank signed checks were reportedly used in an attempt to obscure the source and ownership of the proceeds. These remain allegations against Escoe and must now be proven in court. Escoe is the last of 6 defendants charged in connection with the alleged operation, whose case remains to be resolved. 3 co-defendants, Alfred Davis, Sherry Davis, and Latoya Clark, were convicted by a federal jury following a trial in December 2025. 2 others, James McGow and Gino Jordan, previously pleaded guilty. The sentences imposed on the other defendants range from 42 months to more than 19 years in federal prison. Alfred Davis received 235 months. Sherry Davis received 87 months. Latoya Clark, 70 months. Gina Jordan, 46 months. James McGow, 42 months. Those convictions do not establish Escoe's guilt. Her case must be considered separately, and she retains the presumption of innocence unless and until she is convicted. While American authorities have disclosed details of the federal case, several questions surrounding Escoe's stay in Jamaica remain unanswered. Authorities have not publicly said precisely when she entered the island, whether she traveled using her real name, what documents she used while allegedly posing as Harley Newman, or whether anyone assisted her in avoiding detection. It is also unclear whether Jamaican authorities are investigating the false identity as a separate local offense or whether any other individuals could face charges for allegedly harboring or assisting her. The Justice Department's announcement refers to Escoe being returned to the United States. It does not provide details about the precise legal mechanisms used, including whether she went through a full extradition hearing, consented to removal, or was expelled through another process. Escoe is expected to appear before a federal court in the Southern District of Florida, where the indictment against her remains active under case number 25-CR-80076. The court will address matters including her legal representation, detention status, and the scheduling of future proceedings. Given her alleged failure to appear and departure from the United States, prosecutors are likely to argue that she presents a flight risk. Any decision on whether she should remain detained, however, belongs to the federal court. No conviction has been recorded against Escoe in this case. An indictment is an accusation, not proof of guilt, and prosecutors must establish the charges beyond a reasonable doubt if the case proceeds to trial. The capture ends more than a year of searching, but begins a new and potentially lengthy stage of the case. For American investigators, Escoe's return represents another step in the continuing effort to recover money allegedly stolen from emergency programs created during a national crisis. For Jamaica, the operation demonstrates how international fugitives can attempt to use the island as a hiding place, and how cooperation between Jamaican and overseas agencies can eventually bring those efforts to an end. Subscribe today, turn on notifications, and never miss the stories that matter most. Jamaica News Now, your Highlands, your news, right now.